Hello, and welcome to my PowerPoint presentation, Whooping Crane Reintroduction. In this presentation, I will give a brief history of the program, the why, the how, and the where of it. Before human interference, it is estimated that the whooping crane population in America numbered in the 15 to 20,000s. By 1860, the population was down to 1,400, due to it being hunted by humans and the loss of their natural habitat to human growth expansion. Their habitats were turned into farmlands. By 1941, the population had been reduced to 15 birds. They were all a part of the one flock that migrated between Wood Buffalo National Park in Canada and the Aransas National Wildlife Refuge in Texas. In the 1940s, the United States and Canada came together to form an international recovery plan for the birds. Scientists were concerned that having all your eggs in one basket was not a good idea. Something like disease or some other sort of natural disaster could wipe out the flock, and that would be the end of the species. So they introduced a group of whooping cranes to Florida. But these birds never have been able to learn how to migrate. They are in Florida year-round. They mate in Florida. With the help of an ultralight aircraft, the International Whooping Crane Recovery Team has been successful in teaching young whooping crane chicks how to migrate between Florida and Wisconsin. There are currently 3 populations of whooping cranes. The only natural flock that migrates between the Aransas National Wildlife Refuge in Texas in the winter and the Wood Buffalo National Park in Canada. The non-natural flock that was trained to migrate between the Chassahowitzka, or Chaz to the locals, National Wildlife Refuge in Florida in the winter, and the Nechita National Wildlife Refuge in Wisconsin, where they breed in the summer, and the non-migratory flock that live and breed year-round in Kissimmee in Florida. The whooping crane's route takes them from Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and into the Northwest Territory of Canada. Whooping cranes are an American bird. The bird is almost entirely white. The tips of its outer wings, their primary feathers, are black. There is a large red patch on their head. They have thin black legs and yellow eyes. They are about 5 feet tall. They are the tallest bird in America, with a 7.5-foot wingspan. They weigh about 15 pounds and are omnivores. They eat a variety of foods, but mostly crustaceans, small fish, amphibians, and reptiles. They also eat grains, marsh plants, and acorns. They can live for more than 20 to 25 years, and they like to live in wetlands, marshes, mudflats, wet prairies, and fields. They have the same mate for life. If that mate dies, then they take a new one. They will lay anywhere from 1 to 3, usually 2, eggs, and usually only one survives. The parents, both parents, take care for the young for about the first year of their lives. This is the goal of the International Crane Foundation, working together with Canada to track adult whooping cranes to learn all that they can about them, what they eat, where they stop along the way when they're migrating, and to prepare the young birds to learn how to migrate. As they are hatching, the first sound that the young bird hears is the sound of the engine of the little plane that they will follow as they learn how to migrate. The scientists in the program do everything that they can to convince the young birds that they are imprinting with adult whooping cranes. Imprinting means that an animal will think it is whatever it first sees and interacts with. They do not want them to imprint with humans. They may decide to mate with them later. The scientists all wear all white outfits, use a hand puppet that looks like an adult whooping crane to teach the birds how to eat. They do not speak in the presence of the birds. They keep all human sounds to a minimum. The young birds only hear the piped-in sound that they would hear in their natural habitat. If their legs are not developing properly, there are swimming pools provided for them to use to strengthen their legs. At about the time the birds show signs of being able to fly, they are moved to a different location where they become more familiarized with the plane that will lead them into migration. I seem to be showing you their migration map again. The map to the right looks like the bird's migration route, and it is, but I'm sharing it because it's also the proposed route for the Keystone Pipeline. Were hatched. All the preparations, the strange costumes and hand puppets have been leading up to this day. Will the humans be successful in repairing the damage done by those before them? Will they be able to help the whooping cranes learn how to migrate naturally so that they can mate, breed, and increase their numbers so that they can be removed from the endangered species list? Well, as of February 2015, the whooping crane population is up to 603 and growing. The end. Or is it the beginning? Thank you for your time, and I hope you found this enjoyable and informative. Have a great day.